Hey. Welcome, welcome, guys, to this 5 day challenge. Hope you guys doing really well. So we are live. Finally, we are live, right? Took a bit of time and 3 weeks of preparation to get into this point. Just want to get you guys to come in and welcome to this space, guys. We're just going to get started pretty soon. I'm waiting for a lot of people to come in here and join us today. So I want to make sure you guys can see me, hear me fine. If you guys can see me and hear me fine, let me know. Just in the comments below, can you hear me fine? Can you see me fine? We're going to get started pretty soon, guys. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Hey, Josephine, good to have you. Mitch, my brother. Awesome, guys. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. Cool. Super excited. Super pumped, guys. I'm super pumped. It's been a long time since I've done this. I've done Facebook Live. We did a 21-day challenge in February. Long time, right? Feels like a long time. Today, this is a 5-day. We're going to go through really quickly, and we're going to go through a lot of stuff. And we're going to grow really quickly in this space. Good to have you here, Mitch, brother. Good to have you. Inderpreet, good to have you. Steesh, Gaurav, awesome. It's going to be exciting journey for next few days. If you're joining me for the first time, come and say hi, and let me know you are here so that we can actually see. Come and say hi if you can see me, hear me, and we're going to get started pretty soon, guys. It's about 7 o'clock in Melbourne now. Hey, Rajiv, good to have you here, brother. We're going to get started pretty quickly, very soon. Give us few minutes, guys, because we got a lot of people joining from mostly from Melbourne. Hey, brother Harry, good to have you here. So yeah, we're going to get started really quickly. So took us, just to give you a bit of background while we're waiting for the other people, took us 3 weeks to put a preparation together for this, what's going to get started today. So it's a 3 weeks worth of work, which we're going to get started now. And you're going to see a lot of work which we put in place. That's why all of you guys here, because some of the people behind the scene work really hard to make it happen. So yeah, it's not only me. I'm just the guy who's doing this work, which is awesome, but there is a lot of people behind the scene who did this work to make this happen as well. So yeah, so all of us are here now. So let's 7:01. I think we should get started now. So welcome, guys. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Jag. I'm gonna go through the journey with you guys for the next 5 days, helping guys the one and only one mission, to help you grow your business quicker and faster than anything else, right? So that's the mission I have, and I'm sure you all guys excited to, one of you guys going to win at the end the entire package of the Fast Growth Program, which is super excited. But all of the other guys who are here, I really want to make it worthwhile for you as well, being here for part of us, because if you spend 5 days with us, I promise, without a shadow of any doubt, I promise you'll be able to take your business to the next level just by attending these 5 days training. I can promise you, because it happened in the past. A lot of people gone through this journey with us. So I know that how effective this training is, right? So it's really important for all of us, for you guys. If you are looking to take your business to the next level, you are at the right place, because we're going to make it happen. And that's why one thing which I really want to ask you guys, and I ask before I do any live, before I do anything, look, we all are part of one entity, one energy. If you believe in oneness, if you believe in all those kind of things, we are believing, and I'm a big believer of energies. I want to make sure that when you guys are here in this part with us doing that, you must maintain the energy of this group, because you're responsible for this. Don't bring external stuff into this group. Bring a good energy, because you're going to affect other people in the group as well. You are the person who is responsible to maintaining this energy, right? We are not sitting in a room today, But I truly believe that wherever we are, whichever part of the world you are, and you're watching this with me and with other people, we are kind of creating this bond. We are creating this energy together. So it's really important for you and all of the other people who are watching this to maintain this energy for next 5 days, right? Become a team, become a tribe, become those people who lift each other up and taking their lives and business to the next level. I'm just a facilitator for this space, but you are also equally responsible to bring that right energy into this space, right? So I'm just a facilitator and just a messenger to deliver certain things for you, but all of you guys are equally part of this. So there is nobody here who's a bigger or smaller or anything. We are all part of the same team. We're all part of the same place. We all want to grow, right? So really, really important. So really important for all of us to maintain this energy, right? Really important. So can you tell me if it's okay with you to have this energy maintained, to make sure that you be part of this, right? So let me share my screen with you guys. So before I get into this space, let me share this. All right. So here we are. Let me bring this up and share this with you guys. Okay, cool. I'm going to open up this so I can actually see your comments as well. All right, cool. Awesome. So can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see the screen? Let me know if you guys can see the screen. All right, there's a lot of people here. Cool, cool, cool. I can see the comments coming up. Awesome. Can you guys see it? Awesome. That's good. So we're going to get started, right? So this is a 5-day challenge. When I say 5-day challenge, we're going to go through a journey for next 5 days. And I'm going to deliver some stuff. I'm going to share some things. I'm going to share some secrets. I'm going to share some learnings with you guys. And I'm going to give you some sort of homework as well, right? So part of this is you're going to get a homework as well. And let me actually do that while I'm talking, because you're going to get something along with that. So I'm going to upload a file here. Let me upload a file here for you guys as well, which is a day one workbook. This is just going to help you guys to get started in this journey as well. It's called Day One Workbook. And I'm going to add it in the file section of this group. So you don't have to do it now if you have a time. If you are not on your, if you are on your iPhone or any other smartphone, you wouldn't be able to see it. But I've just uploaded a file into the file section. When you get into your desktop, you'll be able to download that file called Day One Workbook and download that so we can actually walk through that as well when you look at this. So that's about it. And let's get started. Let me get into the slides. All right. So just let you know that there is going to be a bit of delay in the Facebook Live, the way the Facebook Live works. If I ask any question, the response I'm probably going to get to see after a minute or something, or a few seconds. So I might delay responding to your question. What I'll do at the end, I'll leave it some time for you guys to ask any question as well. So let's get started, right? So rules of the game is, let me explain this before we get into the detail of this. Number one is, you all guys probably know by now, we send so many SMSs, we send so many Facebook bot messages, emails, all that's been gone through. You must make sure that you complete that Google form. It's pinned up in the group as well. If you haven't done it so far, please go back and update that, for us to get a bit of more information about you, what do you do, right? So, and this is very, very important. If you want to be part of the competition which we're running, get into the draw at the end to win. We're going to do the draw right here in front of you, exactly this way. So one of you guys is going to win at the end, right? So the other thing you must do is attend the 5-day training live with us right here, right now. The way you guys doing it, attend this. And also number 3 is, you must participate in the group. You must become the part of the discussion. You must speak. You must ask questions. Don't be a spectator in this game, right? So all these people who want to grow, who want to take their business to the next level, we want you to jump in the pool and now play the game. Don't be a spectator in your own game, right? Don't be a spectator in your own game. You must be playing, because unless you play, you won't be able to win this. This is given, right? So you must be able to play this game, must be playing this game, right? So winner at the end will win $8,000 worth of entire package what we're selling, but also 17 of you will also get runner-up prizes as well. But above all, I truly believe that, putting everything aside, putting all these things aside, the mentoring package, the runner-up prizes and all that, I truly believe this 5-day training is going to be just well worth it, right? So it's going to be heaps of things you're going to learn in this space and going to be able to apply this as well. And so this is really, really, really important for you guys to be here, present, learn, attend this training live, and we're going to go through a lot of stuff, right? Today is a really important day as well, but rest of the other 4 days will be equally important, if not more, right? Really important. So the 5-day challenge, this training is for you. This training if you are a coach, consultant, public speaker, digital marketer, or any kind of professional service provider, and you're looking to grow your business fast, you looking to take your business to the next level, you want to create a repeatable and sustainable business, and you want to create a system. You want to create a system which gives you predictable results, right? It's really important to stress on this one word called system, because a lot of people run their businesses, have no idea if they're going to make money next month or not. They don't know. Everything is based on, some sort of miracle might happen. Somebody just might come and knock on the door. Somebody might just send me an email. Somebody just might give me a business tomorrow. So everything is sort of based on not a predictable way of getting the business. It's just trial and error. I don't know where things going to come. I have no idea things going to happen, but there is a sort of faith and hope that somebody might come, right? So we don't want to do that in the business world, because that's the worst way of creating any business. If you do that, what's going to happen? You don't know how you're going to feed your family full time if you are part of this, right? So it's really important to create a system which gives you a predictable results. So a little bit about me. I won't go much in detail. I just want to give you a very quick introduction who the heck this guy is, what I do, so that you understand from my perspective. I'm not just here random who just started to, one day woke up and say, okay, I'm just going to do this, what I'm doing. So it's not just that. It took me 18 years to do this, right? It took me 18 years to prepare for this whole thing, what I'm doing today. I've spent many, many, many years as an advisor, as a consultant for world's top businesses. Name all these big companies. I worked for them. I designed their systems. I worked with their CIOs, CTOs, CEOs right next to them. I was one of the highly paid consultants. I made 350,000, 250,000 to 350,000 per annum working for those companies. Name IBM's, Oracle's, Telstra's, ANZ's, NAB. All these companies were my clients, right? So I worked many, many years for those companies. And also, I've been doing startups for a long time. I failed in 13 startups, right? So there was a reason I kept failing, and I'm going to share this with you guys during those 5 days as well. So if you're one of those people who are in this space, who just keep failing, when you start something, you fail, you start something, you fail, I'm going to share something with you guys as well, so that I can actually move you forward and make you successful in that. So failed in 13 startup, there was a pattern. You can see that, right? One after the other, I was failing and failing and failing, right? So something had to be learned. I usually say this to everybody, that some people learn after 1 or 2 startups or failed startups. Some people learn after 3 failed startups. I was the dumbest one. Took me 13 failed startup to learn one big lesson. One big lesson, right? Took me 13 startups and lots of money. So after learning those lessons, I sold a business for $3 million. That was just one business. And then after that, grown this business from 0 to high 6-figure income just in 12 months, not only in this country, but also other parts of the world as well. And also I'm the author of one best-selling book as well. So my mission in this space is to help coaches, consultants, and experts to create a freedom business, serve millions and make millions. That's where I come from. And let me describe this. What do I mean by freedom business? When I say freedom business, what I mean by is called choices. Right? Choice is really important for me. You define the hours you want to work, you decide who you want to work with, and you choose where you want to work from. That's what I call a freedom business, right? You define the hours, you decide who you want to work with, and you choose where you want to work from as well, right? That's what gives you freedom. I'm in for both making money, but also serving as well. If you're one of those people who things equally, I want to make money, but I also want to serve other people. If you just want to make money, you are not my type of people. You're not my tribe. If you just want to serve people and you don't want to make money, you're still missing one big aspect of it, right? So you must be up for making money and serving other people as well, right? So very quickly, who this challenge is not for as well. I just want to eliminate all those people. If you are one of those people, if you're just here for that, I don't want you to waste 5 days and then realize this wasn't for you, right? So I just want to make sure you understand this right now as well. If you are looking for a magic pill, you just want things to happen like this without any effort, this is not for you. There is one big word at the end called effort, right? You must be willing to put in the effort. If you are not willing to do it, this is not for you. Please don't waste 5 days here learning something which you're probably not going to use, right? It's all those people. If you are not ready to put in the effort and you're just looking for a magic pill, one hit wonder, this is not for you. And also, if your business don't solve a problem, you're not looking to solve any problem, and you're just looking for one get rich quick scheme, this is not for you. And also, this is not for you if you have no intention of starting coaching, consulting, or any service based business. If you don't have intention of doing it, this is not for you, right? If you don't have intention of starting or running any coaching, consulting, or service based business where you sell intangible goods, right? If you have no intention, this is not for you. For rest of the other people, let's get started. So let me ask you one question before I get into this. If you guys can actually still hear me, I've lost the screen. Oh my goodness. Let me find it where you are, right? Where are you guys? All right, let me get started into this. I think I lost this. All right, what are we happening here, guys? All right, just to make sure, guys, please, 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 please make sure there is no spam in the group. Spam won't be tolerated. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to make sure that you guys are removed from the group. Please, no spamming in the group. No YouTube links, no other stuff into this place. Please make sure that otherwise you're going to get removed from this group very, very quickly. So remember this, right? So where are we? All right, so let's get started. So did you know that coaching and consulting and the service-based business market is to reach 325 billion by 2025, according to Forbes. At the moment, it's about 107 to 110 billion based on Forbes data, right? So it's going to be 325 billion in 2025. Let me ask you this question. How many zeros are in a billion? How many zeros are in a billion? Do you know that? How many zeros are in a billion? Let's see if you guys can tell me without Googling it, please, without doing a Google search. How many zeros are in a billion? So it's going to be $325 billion industry in next 7 or 8 years. It's going to triple that what we have at the moment. So it's a big, big bloody industry. It's going to be, right? So huge industry. So the question here is, if it's going to be $325 billion industry, do you want to be part of it? Right? Do you want to be part of this industry? Because it's a huge industry, right? Huge, huge, huge industry. It's going to be. If your answer is yes, if your answer is that, number one thing you must learn is for things to change, you must change. You must change. And I truly believe that this 5 day are nothing more than just an initiation for you to change. Just nothing else, just for you to get started on this path. If you've been thinking about it, if you've already been in this path and you don't know where to start, you all sort of, everywhere the shop, you doing your daytime work, you're running this business as well, but you don't know where to get started to be successful in this plan. So I want to give you these 5 days to actually boost or do a kickstart for you so that you can actually do something, right? So you probably be thinking for a long time, and you've been thinking that I want to do something, but I don't know what to do, right? If you're in that space as well, this is going to be that initiation for you to get started, to take you into that place where you be taking your life and business to the next level. Really important. So let's look at the game plan very quickly. So it's really important when you play a game. It doesn't matter what game you play, whether you play soccer, AFL, footy, cricket, it doesn't matter what game you play. You must understand what game are you playing, right? You must understand rule of those games, right? If you're trying to play soccer on a cricket pitch, they'll be called stupid, or they probably kick you out of the stadium. Why? Because different game, different rules, right? So in this game which we're playing today, which is selling your skill set, this is the game we're playing, right? We want to sell our skill set to make money. Doesn't matter what sort of skill set, whether it's somebody else's skill set, but where you're selling a service, where you're selling an intangible good which physically cannot be held by anybody, and you're selling something, you must understand the rules of this game, the entire game, which is a coaching, consulting, or any service-based business. There is a rule, right? You must understand what hat are you wearing in the game, right? So I'll give an example. If you're playing a soccer, you must understand, are you a goalie? Are you going to play a forward, or are you going to play a defender? What are you playing as well? Because when you play a game and you know what your role is, it makes it really easy, right? It makes it easy to play on that space, and you can become an expert on that domain as well. If you're playing cricket, you must know that. Are you a batter? Are you a bowler? Are you, opener? Are you going to go on 3 down? Are you whatever, right? In that, are you a fielder? Whatever in that place, are you a keeper? So you must know that if you're playing a game, which level are you playing at, and what's your role going to be? So very quickly, we want to look at it, where you at, what game you're playing. So number one is a coach, right? In this industry, you could be a coach where you help other people attain certain goals, right? Certain people need you help because they don't know how to do it. You don't have to win a World Cup to be a coach. You could be helping people to win the World Cup, right? So same as Roger Federer. Roger Federer's coach doesn't have to win, Grand Slams. He's just there to become a coach, right? He's just helping him to win, because coaches are the people who can see what's outside, what's inside the picture as an external, right? It just help you attain those goals. Then there is a person called a mentor, an expert in that field, who just passing that experience. Because if you are a business person, you have already made those runs, you already made a business successful, you already learned that lesson, and now you want to help other people. You could be called as a mentor because you already walked on that path, and you're showing other people how to walk on that path as well. And also you could be a consultant. Consultants are the people who are the expert or advisor to help resolve very particular problem. People hire consultants like, can you fix my backyard? Can you fix my back? Can you fix my leg? Can you fix my email marketing? Can you fix our website? These are the consultant, very specific tasks they've been given to fix certain things, right? Consultants are the people who work on very specific things, right? Researchers are the people who obtain a knowledge by researching. See, initially this is what happens. When you get started in this industry, you might not be an expert in that space, right? You might not have runs on the board, you might not have done the work, you might not have clients, you just want to get started. So what happens when you just want to get started? So my recommendation would be, if you just want to get started in the space, is become a researcher, read books, attend seminars, attend all those sort of places where you can obtain that information about that very specific topic, so that you can become a researcher and tell people, hang on, these people got the results because of this. So you are a researcher in that, right? So then there are authors who write on a specific topic. and like any authors write a book, and then a trainer, an expert who teaches. You become a trainer, like I'm a trainer as well, right? I talk about, I teach business, I teach business systems. So I'm a trainer in that space because I obtain that skill set, which I go and teach at different businesses and different places and different universities. I go and teach those people about business. Why? Because I'm an expert in that domain, right? I teach business system. Then there is a connector. Connector are the people who help connect. See, all those people, if you are part of the multi-level marketing, if you are part of any referral-based businesses, you are a connector. What are you doing is connecting A to B. This is what the multi-level marketing is. You don't produce stuff. You don't make things. What do you do is there is a consumer and there is a producer, and you connect them together. That's what connector does, right? So really, really important for you to understand. So now the question here for you, who are you in this game? What are you playing? What game are you playing in this space, right? So now let me know, put the comments below. Let me know what game are you playing, right? Who are you in this space? Are you a researcher? Are you a consultant? Are you a mentor? Are you an author? Are you a trainer? Are you a connector? What are you? What are you in this space, right? What are you in this space? What are you in this space? Are you a connector? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? Are you a researcher? Are you a trainer? What are you? Because if you want to play this game, you must understand the role you're playing in, right? So if you are a mentor, awesome. That's good. That's good. If you're a mentor, good, right? If you're a coach, awesome. Because see, it's really, really, really easy to say that, because now you will say, I'm that person. If you're an author, awesome, right? A researcher, right? So trainer and coach, awesome. This is very good one. I'm glad you mentioned it, Kamal, right? Really, I'm really glad, because see, you don't have to choose one. You don't have to choose one, because in our life, we might actually wear different hats at different times. Sometime I'm a coach as well. Sometime I'm a mentor. Sometime I'm a consultant, right? Sometime I write. I'm an author as well, right? I'm writing my book. I'm writing my book as well. So it's really important for you to know which game are you playing, what hat are you wearing most of the time. Most of the time. When you do that, it makes it easy, right? Makes it easy for you and makes it easy for your client as well. Really important. So let's have a look very quickly. 3 steps process to build your business. And I want to talk about this very, very quickly, right? So number 1 step is the pain and educate and influence, right? See, most people provide solution to fix a problem. Most people do that today in the world, right? So see, people come to you and they say, my website is not running. Can you fix my website? People fix the website, right? Some people might come to you saying, I have a problem in my back. Can you fix my back? And you go and fix their back. And some people, you do very specific tasks. You solve people's problems. Some people have a relationship issue and you say, come to me, I'll fix your relationship issue. You're fixing the pain, right? Most people do that. See, most businesses are doing today is fixing pain. They're fixing pain. So if you want to take your business from 100,000 to $5 million, you must learn the other 2 steps as well. And this is just to give you a high level plan, right? So number 1 is fixing pain. Most businesses fixing pain. Number 2, you must do it is you educate them so that they don't have that problem. You educate them, right? So you teach them something, you educate them so that they don't have a problem. Number 3 thing you do is influence them so that they can join you on a journey somewhere to take them to a pleasure, some sort of pleasure you must take them to, right? So if you're fixing a pain, if you are just pain fixing business, you're only going to make certain amount of money. The money is only going to be 100,000 or 150,000, which is pretty cool. Some people take it up to $1 million as well by hustling really hard, make it an international business, right? So they do it really well. So pain is going to take your business to a certain level. You must educate your clients after that so that they don't have a problem. Number 3 things is the biggest thing is after that you influence them to take them on a journey somewhere. This is a very high level step so you understand the plan, right? So before I get into this, number 1 thing, I really want you guys to know or tell me exactly what is the number 1 problem or challenge you believe is stopping you to move forward. What is the number one challenge you have today, which is stopping you to move forward? What is the number one challenge you have? Yeah, absolutely, Kamal, you're right. Pain fixing equals to consultant only. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. So what is the number one problem or challenge you have today stopping you move forward, right? What is the number one challenge you have? What do you believe? What's your belief about this? What is the number one problem or challenge you have in your business which is stopping you move forward? Focus. Yeah, good. Focus is number one. Cool. Awesome. What else? Who else is out there? What is the other problem you have? Anybody else? What is the other one? Clarity on my offering, focus and money. Cool. So focus and money. So let me ask this question, Gaurav. Getting known, brother, I think getting known. Yeah, it's a big problem, right? And we're going to fix that today. We're going to talk about this, getting known. All right. So here is what we're going to cover today, right? Or, this is 5 days things. So I'm going to go through really, really quickly. Number one, we're going to talk about how you can become an authority of your domain. Number two is how to create that offer, which is your client just can't say no to. Number three is when you present to influence people, when you stand up on a stage and you want to influence people, there is a certain way to create that presentation. And I want to show you guys how to do that as well. At the day number 4, I'm going to show you exactly what is the perfect marketing system. How can you convert people and make them pay you or become a high paying client, right? Day number 5, we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you my model, the system we use in our business is called the fast growth system. I'm going to show you exactly step by step how can you get 10 to 20 clients or high paying clients in next 90 days. Step-by-step process, right? So today we're going to look at this thing called how to become an authority of your niche market, how to become that go-to person of your niche market, right? So if you want to become or create a consistent and predictable business, this is given, right? Write it down. If you want to write it down, you must be considered as an authority of your domain, right? Doesn't matter what you do. If you are not considered as an authority, you'll always be hustling, right? So I'm going to show you exactly. So this is the fastest way to build any business, because once you become an authority, people come to you, they seek you. So if you want to be an authority of a niche market, very specific niche market, you must know who you serve, right? You must know. If you want to become the authority of that domain, you must know that who do you serve, right? So now the question here is, let me know, who do you serve? What's your niche market? Who do you serve in your business? Who do you serve? Who do you serve in your business? Who do you serve in your business? Because unless you know that, it's just going to be really, really hard, right? It's going to be really hard. So the question is, who do you serve? Who do you serve? If you know who you serve, write it down. Who do you serve in your business? Number one question, who do you serve? For us, I'll give you an example. We serve coaches, consultants, service provider, right? So these are the people we serve, people who sell intangible things, right? They're not physically, you can't hold it. They're selling something which is based on their skill set. That's what we sell. That's what we serve, right? So number two question is, what problem do you solve for them? What problem do you solve for them? So if you're working with a very specific niche market, what problem do you solve for them? What problem do you solve for them? You must know these things before I get into the authority content, right? Because unless you know this stuff, the other won't work. Unless you know this, the other won't work. So you must know that what problem do you solve for them. Number three question for us is, I'll give you my example. We know that the people we work with, they have awesome skill set. They have an awesome skill set. They are really good at what they do, but they don't know how to take into the world, how to take their message, how to take their skill set into the world. They are market's best kept secret. That's what I truly believe in. The people we work with, they're market's best kept secret, because people don't know what they do and they don't know how to take their message, their skill set to the market. That's why a lot of people don't know anything about them. Number three question is, what is your solution to their problem? What is their solution, or what is your solution to their problem? As an example for us is our fast growth system. That's our solution to the problem I talked about earlier. The problem is this one. The second one The solution for us is the fast growth system, right? So these are the three questions you must answer. Who do you serve? What problem do you solve for them? What is your solution for that, right? These three questions you must answer before we get into the content level, because if you don't answer it, it's just going to be really hard for you to sell. Because think of that is these are the things which are clarity questions. They create clarity in your brain and also in your client's brain, right? So if you don't create a clarity, it's just going to be really hard to sell. So really important, who do you serve? What problem do they have which you solve? What problem do they have, right? And also, what's your solution? What's your solution? How do you solve that problem? Because what's your system? How do you solve that problem, right? So let me have a look. Yeah, what problem? How do you solve them? Cool, awesome. A lot of you guys are, looking at it, writing down. Super awesome. That's good. That's good. A lot of you guys writing. So I'm just going to keep going in this. But remember, if you want to take a screenshot, these are the questions I also put in that workbook for you to look at it. Because if you want to take a screenshot of this, because these questions you must answer for yourself, for your business, right? If you don't, the other bits which I'm going to go through won't make sense, right? Once you determine this, now let's talk about how to become an authority. If you want to become an authority, this is a system, this is a formula. We've been using it. I'm going to share this with you guys today, and I'm going to show you exactly. Number one is we're going to talk about positioning. How do you position yourself in the marketplace? Number two, we're going to talk about framing, very specific technique, how to do the content which make people look like that you are the authority. Number three, I'm going to share exact strategy which we've been using it. You probably have seen my videos. I'm going to share the strategy behind those videos, what happens when they're in market, right? So let's look at very quickly positioning, right? So this is the positioning pyramid which I created. If you look at number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, starting from the bottom, if your market is unaware about you, if your market right at the bottom, if you're right at the bottom and nobody knows about you, you're right at the bottom, you're number one, you're hustling for clients, right? It's going to take hard for you. A lot of people wouldn't have a clue who you are, what do you do, and you're going to be hustling for clients. Number two is somewhat aware. People just know a little bit about you, but not that many people know about you. Number three is known. You are really known in the marketplace. Then when you are known in the marketplace, in your market, in your domain, business becomes easy, right? It becomes so easy that clients comes to you. Then you become an authority. Number five is you become the celebrity of that domain, of your own niche market. When you become a celebrity, business runs on autopilot. People just come to you. You don't need to chase people. You don't need to chase clients, right? Really, really, really important. This is a pyramid, the way it works. On the right hand side, this is a struggle or the way you get the clients. If you're right at the top, then what it means is your business runs on autopilot. So now let me ask you this question. Where are you in this pyramid right now? Where are you in this scale? Where are you? Are you number one, number two, number three, number four, and number five? Where are you? What number are you at? What number are you at in this space, right? Where are you in this number? Where are you in this number right now? Right? Number two, number one. Yeah. Number two, number one. Yeah, cool. That's good. That's very honest, right? I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's good. Like that. This is a good place to be, right? Because you must be, and this is clear, guys. I can't stress enough. I cannot stress enough on this, that you must be, you must be, you must be true to yourself. You must be true to yourself, right? People who are true to themselves, it's really easy for them. You must be true to yourself, right? So really, really important. Now, let me ask you this question. You already know which level you're at today, but now the question is, where would you want to be? Where would you want to be on this scale? Where would you like to be? Where would you like to be? It's really important. Where would you like to be? Where would you like to be? Right? So whatever decision you have made, wherever you want to do, right? Just because you made a decision today, just because you said you want to be at this level, doesn't mean that it'll come true. Sorry to say, I'm the bad news bearer in this space. It doesn't matter. It's going to become, right. Whether you said number 4, whether you said number 5, you made the decision. Yes, I want to be at number 4, number 5. It doesn't matter. It will come true, right? The decision in itself has no meaning unless you commit to it. Right? Decision in itself has no meaning unless you commit to it and you take a massive action. So this is the number 1. These are 3 steps. You must decide first you want to do it. Number 2 is you must commit to it. Number 3 is you must take a massive action, because unless you take a massive action, nothing will happen in that, right? So you will get paid. You will get paid most for your position in the marketplace. When the position is high, you will get paid the most as well, right? It's probably easy for you to think that some people make 100,000 doing the same job, and some people make $1 million doing the similar kind of job as well. It all because they're positioning in the marketplace, right? When you position yourself as an authority, when you position yourself as a celebrity of that domain, you can charge high amount of dollar as well, right? Your positioning will be centered around what your marketplace thinks and feel about you. Now, let me ask you this question. What is the one thing common in all the superheroes? What is the one thing common in all the superheroes? One thing common. Just one thing. What is the one thing common in all the superheroes? What is the one thing common in all the superheroes? What is the one thing common in every superhero you watch? Any movie you watch? Skilled? Yeah. What else? What else? What is the other thing which is common? What else? Who else is there? What is the one thing common in all the superheroes? All the superheroes. Self-confidence. Yeah. Yeah. Serving the world. Cool. That's pretty cool. A lot of crap. What? Powerful. Yes. Oh my goodness. We're talking about superheroes here, Colin, not the alternative healthcare. They all have superpowers. Yes, yes. None of them like the Captain Marvel. Good. Helping others. They all wear underwear outside. Good on you guys. This is pretty cool. Look, well, I'm just, this is my thing, way of looking at it, right? They all just fight with the bad guys, right? They all fight with the bad guys. Doesn't matter what they do, they're all fighting with the bad guys. So there's no right and wrong answer. I'm just saying it, right? So they all fight with bad guys. So what is the one thing separate them from each other? What is the one thing which separate them from each other? So I'll give you the answer to very, very quickly, because we're going to run out of time. The one thing which separate them from each other is they all have a unique superpowers, right? They all have a unique superpower. So now let's look at this as an example, right? So there is going to be a lot of people in your business world. Doesn't matter what sort of business you do, whether you do a backyard, whether you do a massage, whether you do a coaching, whether you do a consulting, whether you fix websites, they're all going to be a lot of people. So the way to look at it is there is going to be, it's like a superheroes. They all fight with the bad guys, right? All. So there's going to be a lot of people who build the websites. There's going to be a lot of people who are social media marketers, right? There's a lot of people out there. But the question here is, if they all are fighting with you must have it. The way to look at it is the one thing which is going to separate all the superheroes is they have a unique superpower. So the question here is, what is your unique superpower? What is your unique superpower, right? What are you known for in the marketplace? What is your power? So this is a statement which I use. You must use this. You don't need to put it anywhere. Sorry, you don't need to use in the marketing or anything. You just need to put it somewhere, pretty much in every public places, whether it's a LinkedIn, Facebook, everywhere. You use this as a statement. What do you stand for? Your name is known as a sought after your superpower in the marketplace. You use this as a statement. That's for you to use it to tell the world what do you stand for. See, you don't have to be the best today to do this. This is your statement. You can claim this. I'm giving you permission today to claim this, right? So if you're one of those people who are looking for a certificate from somebody else, or you're looking for other people to say, yes, you can write something on that. No, I'm giving you permission today to write what the heck you want to write it down. You decide. You have the authority. You decide what do you want to become. You decide what you want to write it down on this. So you have this power, right? You might not be there today, right? You might not be there today. You become that Muhammad Ali who says that I'm the fucking legend, right? I am the whatever he said on that. You know the quote, right? Muhammad Ali's quote. He said that, right? I'm the king. I'm the guy who does this, right? So you decide what you want to become. You write it down. You don't need a permission from anybody else, right? You decide it. If you're looking for permission, that's not going to help, right? Because nobody's going to come to give you the permission. You grab that from the world. You write it down. So this is given in your workbook as well. When you download it, do this homework when you get a chance, right? So how to become the authority? Positioning. You must position yourself as an authority in the marketplace, right? By doing that, when you believe, when you do that, people started to trust you, right? So not on day number one, not on day number two, consistently doing and saying the same message again and again in the marketplace, right? Same message. Number two is we're going to talk about called framing now, right? We're going to look at the framing. Yes, very good. Very good. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Absolutely. Right. So he did that, right? He said, I'm the biggest guy. I'm the guy in that, right? So we're going to look at the framing today. Framing is one of the biggest thing which I discovered along the way. And I truly believe that it changed my life in my business and any other business we do. A lot of people are on this call as well who are part of this tribe, who are doing the fast growth. And if I want to teach them something, if you ask me what is the number one thing you would love to teach everybody out there, I will say framing. Framing and frame control is my biggest discovery along the way. Then I truly believe it changes everybody's life. Can somebody out there, who's part of this, who's gone through the journey with me, tell me exactly how do you feel after learning framing? After learning this technique, right? Framing. So in very simple things, framing is a pretty much we use it everywhere. But in marketing, we use to control people's opinion and feeling about you and your brand, right? So let's put it this way. You know that in the marketplace, people are going to have a perception about you. It's a given, right? So everybody's got a perception about you. Everybody see things differently. Won't that be cool? Won't that be nice if you can control that perception? If you can do certain things and make sure you give them what to think about, because you and I know that they're going to think about something anyway, right? We know that they're going to think about something. They're going to create a perception. It would be awesome if you can control that. So this is what we're going to talk about. The reason we do the content or public content in the market is just because we want to control their opinion. We want to control their feelings so that people know you, like you, and trust you. When people know you, like you, and trust you, they started to ready to buy from you, because number one thing which stops people to buy is a trust, right? So this content strategy, which I'm going to share with you guys, it works 100%. We've been using it from last 2.5 years now, not only in this country, but other part of the world as well. And it works 100% without any doubt. And it works and works and works, right? So I'm going to share what happens. So this is what we created and called the authority content quadrant, right? So look at this, an authority content quadrant. So you must be doing a content, right? You see my videos coming through, you see my content coming through on social media. There is a special strategy behind it, the way it happens. So it's not just a random, we just put the content out there. There is a strategy behind it. And the behind the scene, this is the quadrant, which is an engine which runs to create those content. This is an engine, pretty much does the work. And so the way it works is you have a why type of content, then you have a what type of content, you're going to have how type of content, then you give a social proof. And I'm going to explain that in the strategy more. How does it work? Why is why you do what you do. Why? What's the reason you're doing what are you doing? Number two is what do you actually do? See, you could have been doing so many things. You could be doing 50 things, but you decided to work on this very specific niche, very specific business. So why you do what you do in that space? Then you talk about how you do it. What are the steps? How you solve people's problem, right? At the end, you show us social proof. You show the social proof, people who gone through this, right? Testimonials, the proof, the way it works, right? So really important. This quadrant is a life-changing. Create a content based on that. Why, what, how, and proof. And I'll show you how to do it as well at the end. So our income is pretty much direct proportional to the amount of goodwill we have in the marketplace, right? We don't get paid, 7-Eleven at the corner, you might see it, you can buy for 500,000, but after 5 years, that 7-Eleven has acquired some sort of goodwill in the marketplace. That's why the price goes up to $1 million. Why? Because they have a goodwill, right? So what this content does is it create a goodwill, right? Because there is no physical, tangible thing where people can hold. 7-Eleven, people can see it. Your skill set is not tangible. People can't hold it. So we have to create some sort of perception. That's why I call it a perception marketing. You need to create some sort of perception in the marketplace about your content, about who you are, what do you do, right? So through this framing material, you can maintain and establish that goodwill. When you have that goodwill in the marketplace, people, they like you, they trust you, they already know that, they somehow feel that I already know this person, right? So let me ask you this question. Have you heard this saying called, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Right? It's a very famous saying. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But let me correct this saying for you. It's not who you know, it's who knows you, right? I know pretty much all the Hollywood stars, but none of them knows me. I know all of them, but they don't know me. I know the Australian's prime minister, but he doesn't know me. So it all depends who knows you, not you know, right? So this is the way I look at it. So if you look at the left-hand side, if 100 people knows you, 10 people trust you, one person will buy from you. Simple maths, right? 100 people know you, 10 people trust you, one person buy from you. If 100,000 people know you, 10,000 people trust you, 1,000 people likely to buy from you. Simple math. I haven't done anything. I've just increased the zeros at the end, right? Same math, same graphs, same everything. What? The more people know you, the more people likely to trust you, right? The reason people won't buy from you today, and there is a reason for that. I'm going to share this reason with you. Number one is they don't have a desire. They just don't want what you're selling. They just don't want whatever you're selling. Number two is they don't trust you. They don't trust you. They don't have a trust in what you're doing. Number three is they don't see the value. Whatever you're selling them, they don't see the value because they want to exchange the money. They must see the value in that, right? Whatever the value, and value always must always exceed the amount of money they're giving you. If you charging $100 and you giving $100 of value, it's going to be really hard sell. The value from the consumer's mind perspective, if they're paying you $100, they must see a $200 value's worth on the intangible goods. It's not an Apple iPhone where people can hold it, right? So number four thing is they must find you credible. Credible, right? You must have the credibility. So it's really important. If they don't see you credible, they won't buy from you. These are the four things you must remember it. They must have the desire, they must trust you, they must see the value in what you're selling, and also they must find you credible, right? So these are number two things. We looked at positioning, we looked at the framing, and I want to share this strategy with you guys in next 10 minutes before we depart for today. This is a strategy which alone, one strategy, a loan strategy, started the business from zero and made us $60,000 a month in 6 months, very, very quickly, right? Helped 8 of my clients reach 100K a business in 5 months. My clients just doing a marketing, applying this same strategy, which I'm going to share with you guys. Nothing else. We haven't done anything, just this strategy, right? So there is a reason behind this strategy. I want to talk about this. The entire reason for this strategy is to get people to know you, like you, and trust you, right? When you go and work with them, they already see you as an authority, so you don't need to do a hard selling on them. So the reason for this strategy is to make your potential client know you, like you, and trust you. That's the reason for this strategy, right? So let's look at this video strategy. It's an example. We've been using it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So all this, what I'm saying, this in a video strategy, these are gone through the Facebook ads. Facebook ads. This strategy is through Facebook ad. So let's look at it quickly. Why videos? We create a why type of videos. Why you what do you do? I have a video which said I used to work for an enterprise at this building at Telstra. Then I left my job and I decided to create my own business. That's a why type of video, right? I have another video talk about the entrepreneurship is not for everybody, right? 3 number is same why video exactly. So I make people watch those videos, but depends upon how quickly they watch it. If somebody watched that video for 10 minutes, 10%, they go to what type of video? And then again, what I do, this is what I do, right? I help people. So I help people with marketing. If you have seen some of my videos, I talk about people targeting the wrong. So very specifically talking about my business work, right? What I do. And exactly the same thing. What one and two. If people watches what video one for at least 50%, they go to how video, how I do it. These are the steps, step-by-step process, right? Exactly how I do it, how video number 2 and how video number 3. So let me show you behind the scene as well. See, this is an example of Facebook ads. We spent about $600. If you can see, I'll put my mouse there, about $600 on this ad. 16,000 people saw my face. It's ran in Melbourne, not anywhere else. So now look at it, right? 16,000 people saw my face. 16,000 people. Is it possible for me physically to bring 16,000 people in a room and show them my face? No, it's just going to be bloody hard, right? I'm not a Tony Robbins. I'm not Dalai Lama where people can just come and watch my face. So it's a hard work. So this is the easiest way to do it, where people get to see you without knowing you. And if they watch their video more, Facebook does it itself. They're going to show the video number 2. All this is the exact strategy gone through like this. So before my event, I show these videos to people. Now Melbourne market is pretty good market for me because a lot of people already know me. I don't do this in Melbourne anymore. That's why we stopped this in Melbourne. But we still do that in the new market. See, tomorrow, if I want to launch my business in New Zealand and any other part of the world, I go and do this. Exactly. All these people who you watch and follow, they did the same thing. Kervin Ray did the same thing. Gary Vaynerchuk did the same thing. All these people applied the same way the video strategy like this. How did I know? Because I'm a part of Brendon Burchard's mastermind. That's how I learned it. I didn't discover this. I didn't create it. I learned it from somebody else because I was part of their group and they taught us the same thing, right? So this is how we did it, how I learned it as well. Right, so let's talk about this. All right, so let's have a very quick recap, guys. So we looked at positioning, we looked at framing, we looked at strategy, right? Step by step, you must position yourself as an authority. You must use this quadrant to create a framing content, which create a frame or create a perception about you and your brand in the marketplace. Right, very important. You must create it because you know that people are going to have the perception about you anyway. You know that, right? They will have certain perception. So my way of looking at, wouldn't it be nice if I just give them something to think about rather than they just think whatever they want to think? So I'm giving them what to think about rather than they creating it. Right, really important. And now this is the homework for you guys, right? Remember this homework, right? Homework is, you must know that. So download those workbook for yourself and do this for yourself, right? You don't need to publish it here. You don't need to tell anybody, but do it for yourself, right? For your sake, for your business sake. Who do you serve? What problem do you solve for them? What is your solution to the above problem? What do you actually do? What do you actually do? What do you actually do, right? So this is very important. So now, before we depart for today, let me ask you this question. What did you learn? What did you learn today? I had to go through really, really quickly to make sure I don't miss out on the content today, right? But let me ask you this. What did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn today? Where are you guys? Are you still here? Yes, a lot of people are still here. What did you learn? What did you learn today? What did you learn? What did you learn? What did you learn today? What did you learn? Tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the other topics. we're going to talk about tomorrow is how to create this irresistible offer which your client just can't say no to. Absolutely. Let me clap to this. Just because you said the awesome stuff, you need to know yourself before you know other. Awesome. Very good work, right? You must know what the heck you do. Why framing is so important? Absolutely. Framing is the everything for me. Look, I'm a big believer. Be clear on what you do and how do you. Awesome. Yes, you must be known as an authority. Yep. Yeah, set the frame in your content. Absolutely. Absolutely. Develop trust. Absolutely. So if people don't trust you, they won't buy from you. That's a given. If people don't trust you, they won't buy from you. People must trust you before they buy from you. All right, guys. Thank you for today. It was awesome. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Tomorrow we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this. So in the meantime, you can download this workbook and do the work and write it down. Write it down for yourself. Take action. Do all the work. Yes, absolutely. We're going to take action. So download the workbook and do the work. Do the work for your business. Do the work for yourself, for your sake. Because if you do this, it's going to take your business to the next level, right? Promise you. If you just do the work with me for 5 days, it's going to take your business to the next level very, very quickly, right? So awesome. Thank you for today, and thank you for your energy. Thank you for your space. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, and doing the same stuff, right? Awesome. Thank you. See you guys.